Hello PlayStation fans! Here's our pick of the best cancelled games that we'll sadly never get to play. Announced in 2008 and cancelled in 2009, this gritty, emotional shooter was set in the era of the Great Depression and was heavily inspired by Bonnie and Clyde. You'd play in co-op as Luke and Ruby, escaping from prison, robbing banks and dealing with a dastardly oil baron. The game was cancelled when Deadline Games couldn't find a publisher and subsequently went bankrupt. Announced in 2009 and cancelled in 2010, just a few months before release, you were to play as pirate Captain James Sterling, who was to make a name for himself travelling across the Caribbean Sea. This open world pirate game would have had a morality system, in which, depending on your actions, you'd work towards becoming either legendary or dreaded. Luckily, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag helped lessen the blow of this one.
Rare color footage shows these thugs are no match for the pugilistic pounding of our intrepid hero.
Announced in 2005 for the PS3, this title would have used the same high-definition game engine as The Force Unleashed, and as you can see here, the results looked great. Unfortunately, due to constant delays, the game was switched to lower-end consoles and handhelds. A massively scaled-back version was released for the PS2 in 2009, repackaged as Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings.
There's nothing artificial about biomechanical AI. It's the bee's knees, the real deal.
But Rayman 2 was released in 1999, I hear you cry. The game actually began life in 1996 as a 2D side-scroller, much like the original game. Even though the game was almost complete, the developers scrapped what they'd made when they saw footage of the 3D Crash Bandicoot at E3 in 1996. Why couldn't they have just finished the 2D Rayman 2 and made the next one 3D? Rayman 3 could have been Rayman 3D. It works so well.
For the people of San Francisco to take matters into their own hands.
Announced in 2005 and cancelled in 2007, Clint Eastwood himself was meant to reprise the role, lending his voice as well as providing creative input. The game would have followed on from the 1971 film, with Harry being a massive jerk to everyone he meets, whilst he tracks down a serial killer named Scorpio.
Turn around, damn it! Ah! You broke my nose! Somebody call the police!
And the police.
Conceived as the 6th entry in the Legacy of Kain series, Dead Sun was cancelled in 2012 following 3 years of work. The game remained undisclosed to the public until it was unearthed on an internet forum in 2013. Gameplay footage was then released later that year, and it was revealed that the game was virtually complete, but cancelled by Square Enix Europe because it just wasn't the right game at the right time.
Help me out over here!
Announced in 2005 and cancelled in 2008. This game was to take place over the course of 8 days and feature the largest video game map at the time. The footage shown at E3 2006 had us all very excited, with many critics believing it was too good to be true. Apparently the game was cancelled because the publisher, Sony Computer Entertainment, wanted more online supported games, and single player 8 days didn't fit the bill.
You old crazy son of a bitch!
The warrior is the path of shadow.
Announced in 2002 and officially cancelled in 2014. Intended to be part of Blizzard's StarCraft series, This military stealth action game looked an absolute blast. As a trained ghost agent, your character, Nova Terra, would combine stealth with hand-to-hand combat, sci-fi gadgets, and alien weaponry. Development on Ghost halted after the sudden success of World of Warcraft, which consumed almost all of Blizzard's resources.
Is the reckoning.
Announced in 2012 and cancelled in 2015. The amazing demo for Silent Hills, known as PT, combined haunting surrealism with incredible level design. The 9th main Silent Hill game was to be directed by Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima. It would also feature Norman Reedus as the main protagonist. This trio would collaborate a few years later on Death Stranding.
Something's not right here. Let's check.
Announced in 2012 and cancelled in 2013, you take control of Boba Fett and navigate through Coruscant's underworld metropolis of level 1313. The trailer had everyone so excited. Exploding spaceships, intense combat, a mature rating. Development ceased when Disney acquired Lucasfilm and terminated all of LucasArts projects. Is The Mandalorian a fair trade for 1313? After all this disappointment, we're going to finish on a happy note. As we were putting together this video, we were alerted to the news that Silent Hills is rumoured to have started development again. These are unconfirmed rumours, however, so don't blame us if you get all excited and then it turns out to be utter bullshit. Let us know what cancelled games you're still sad about. And thanks for watching.
You okay? No, I'm pretty far from okay.
For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you don't miss any videos in the future. Cheers!